Hey, thank you so much for joining us, man. Like I said, welcome to Digiwaxx New Music Wednesdays. DJs all around the country right here. So definitely an honor to have you a part of things today. You know, even in the spirit of So For Real, big legacy behind yourself as well. So
I appreciate that. Thank you for having me. I appreciate everybody that's on. Thank y'all so much for having me.
you got it. Where you checking in from today?
Jersey. I'm a Jersey girl all day long.
Jersey girl. Oh, go there you go, Cuddy. There you go, Cuddy. Yeah.
You better know it. You better know it. Not the little Jersey, the big one. Yeah.
So I have to ask off rip because I recently got to speak to the other members of Total.
Okay.
I thought there was a reunification of y'all. So because you're not a part of the Queens of R&B tour right now, correct?
No, not right now. No, not
Okay. Okay. Any potential chances of a full Total reunion, or is that out the window now?
Absolutely. You know, my thing is this, is that sometimes you got to sit down and allow God to process your life. And that's what I did. I allowed him to process my life, and it was some good process, and that need to happen, you know. So right now I have the okay from God. And so listen, you know, I don't know when, how, and what the timing is going to be, but yes, it is. That's all. I believe all is going to happen in the right time. There's an appointed time for everything.
Wonderful. His timing. I agree 100%. We all on his timing as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So.
it's just like, you know what, the green light is there. So it's just like, you know what, sometimes, like I said, you know, sometimes you think it's everybody else, and the last person that you want to look at is yourself, to really take in the responsibility of some of the things that you think that you're ready for and you're not, you know. So I was sat down for a good bit, and I thank God that I'm here now and I'm ready to go. Stage ready, you know, stage ready. Because I know differently now. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, I could dig it. 100%. Well, that's good to hear too. You know, I kind of almost similar how we were having a conversation with Katie and Jace. You know, being a part of a group, a lot of different personalities, right? A lot of different push and pull, if you will. You know what I mean? So, but again, I think even furthermore for you, you know, before we get into the new song, you are a big part of history, especially when we look back at what Bad Boy contributed to music. You know what I'm saying? So, big flowers, no doubt. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I definitely do appreciate it. Yo, listen, Bad Boy came through. It was everything Puff, like, you know, honestly, everything that man put his hands to back then, it was just like, it just was the pop off, you know, everything. You know, we came out, we were signed, you know, sorry to hear about Andre losing his life, you know, and it was we were signed to Uptown before, you know, when everything first happened. Bad Boy and Puff was still on with Uptown, so it was just like it was a transition. When we broke up, you know, it's just like we had that relationship, and then we broke off and went to Bad Boy. But first, we was with Uptown first. When Puff was there with myself, it was us. It was Total, Craig, Big, and Total. He was the first three to be signed. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's why, like I say, despite all the other stuff, we can't take away what Bad Boy contributed, what you guys contributed, and I don't think a lot of people know, but like Total, that's y'all on the big joint, right?
Well, which one? Well, was it? We did Juicy. Keem and Keisha sung on Juicy. Then we did the remix to the one more chance.
Yeah.
One more chance, and then Hypnotized, and then I was the voice of Hypnotized.
Get with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right. Well, again, want to thank you for joining us. You know, again, like I said, we got DJs from all around the country. Let's go on and get into this song, Gone. You want to give us a little premise behind the joint?
You know what? This song it definitely got Afrobeat, the Afrobeat to it. This the remix to the original Born that's did on my album, and it's just a heartfelt record. And Goonie, shout out to Goonie. He definitely was my dude at Blue Tracks. He fired his joint up and just made it into just a whole different record. It's fire, but it's definitely about the heart. You definitely can hear my heart on this one. I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt. You know, when you hurt, when you do some things, you know, truth, you can definitely sit down and write your truth set. But the record is a feel good record. It feels good, and it's just it's fire. Like I'm just gonna say it, not in a cocky way, in a confident way, because I truly believe in what God has given to me.
All right, y'all. Well, we got the lovely Pamela Long hanging out with us. This is her single Gone. Check it out, y'all. All right. Miss Pamela Long.
Yes.
I'm watching your
Yeah, yeah.
reaction to the song. Did it take you there?
Yeah, listen, I'm back in rehearsal on I'm ready to be on the stage again. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about it. Yeah.
All right. Legend checking in. What you got, G?
Definitely love the record. Like the vocals on the record, especially through the hook. Um, my favorite group was Total back in the day as a kid. And please don't judge me, Pamela. There was this one time my mom had a Fred Hammond cassette tape, and I was
Right.
listening to the radio, and y'all song "Trippin'" was out with Missy. I
Mhm.
recorded that song over the tape just to play
Yeah.
it back and listen to it. My mom found out it was a rap. It was a rap. You already know what that means when I say that. Black
Right.
mother, she
Right.
goes play her gospel tape, and then she hears Total. Yeah,
Right.
that was just like a a story I had to tell about the group, because I mean y'all had banger after banger. Your voice was unique. Everybody in the group can sing, and so I definitely appreciated y'all's music and y'all's time and era through the course of the '90s. And one of my questions was, I like the work y'all did with Missy a lot, and so I wanted to know, how was it working with Missy, and with her being such a strong producer and writer. Also, who was the other writers out of the group, or did y'all all write, or did nobody write?
Right. Working with Missy was absolutely amazing. Like, listen, going into the studio and Missy would write a song like she writing a note. That's how fast she would write it. Her pen work. I mean, like 10, 15 minutes on a song. Like I've never seen nobody write like that before. Like you sit down. Well, it's another young lady that I know now that, you sit down and it's just like, how you got to think about something? No, it's just like it's there and it's just pouring out on the pen. And so it's just like, and just to see her, even the fact that just recording a journey and like she'll write it, like we can be in the studio and everything is fresh and she just do what she do and then she'll record it for us to learn it, and then we'll go in and just like she'll have one come in the room at a time. It was just like she didn't want all of us in there, at one time. It was just like one on one. And it's just like Missy was dope and she will forever be dope. And it's just like working with her was just absolutely amazing. And back then, as far as pen, like writing, Keisha was the one that wrote the most.
Okay.
She wrote on the first album, so a little bit, just a teeny bit on the first album. Now the second album came around, it was just like I had a little bit of little sprinkling here and there. Kima had, I think, a little sprinkling, but Keisha was the main one that was the writer. And it's just like sometimes you don't know what's on the inside of you until you have to show up, and it's just like, and so it's like now, I'm pretty sure Kima's very more fluent with her pen, just as, Keisha has always been just as well as myself. So,
One more question. I know y'all got records with Biggie. Do you have any stories, personal stories with Total and Biggie that you can remember or tell us?
you know what? I would just I wasn't the one that was always around. So if you wanted to get stories, that would probably be more of Kim and Keisha. Because every time I got, because I was young, so every
Mm,
chance I got, I was home. Good night, I'm out. I want to go home. So but for the most part, I can definitely tell you that Big was like a big brother. He watched out for us. He loved us, and we loved him. So I can definitely say when Bad Boy first began, it really was like a family. You really truly was like, like we was always together. Like you always together. You always in the studio. You always there around each other. So it wasn't like a separation. Like it was like really, really, truly honestly family. I can say that. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. Big Cuddy Rex checking in from Jersey himself.
Yeah, sir. I'm actually in Detroit right now and shit. But it's always Jersey. What part I didn't even know you was from Jersey, Pam. What part of Jersey you from? If you
Yeah,
mind.
born and raised in Edison.
Edison? I
Yeah.
just did a pool party out there on Sunday on
Oh
like
wow.
some little cut block. It was dope.
Mm.
We Jersey got a lot of legends, and they don't be trying to give us credit and shit like that. You feel me? Like, and I'm pretty sure they probably always think you from New York. Like, oh, you from New York? No, I'm from Jersey, gang. But is there any Jersey talent that you see coming up now that you would collab with, R&B artists or rappers, anything like that?
A Jersey artist, of course, my brother, lyrics. So of course, I'm gonna big up my brother. But yeah, that's my brother. That is
Yeah,
my
word,
brother.
word.
You know, so yes, of course, lyrics. And
Okay.
you know, I'm pretty sure there are other artists that I don't know of. You know, if you have, you have. You know, my thing is that no, I would tell anybody just come with your individuality and stick out because that's what we had back then. Like, look at Soul for Real. Look at, you know, look at all the different groups, SWV, you know, 702, look at Missy, you know,
Yeah.
look at all of, I would just tell artists, just, yo, look, if you got it, you got it. If you're not conforming, you're gonna be hot forever. That's the thing. That's the formula right there. So, but I know it's probably other artists in Jersey that I don't know of.
Yeah. Honey Baby
Yeah.
right now is popping. I think you and her would actually do something really dope. Honey Baby, I think she's from Asbury, but she in Jersey City right now. So if we can make that happen, or we could tap you all into something, that'd be dope. You feel me?
Right. I never even heard of
You might have heard the song. It got the Busta Rhymes sample.
Listen,
All right, all right. We
yeah,
gonna get you. We gonna get you right. We gonna get you right. Sorry. Yo, keep doing your thing, yo. I'm happy to hear from you, and we gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm
All right.
definitely get in touch with you, tap in, and we can lock in and stuff like that.
All right, I
Any
appreciate
records
that.
you got, anything I'm doing in Jersey, I'll definitely support. You know what I'm saying?
I
Make sure.
appreciate that. Thank
Of
you so
course.
much.
You already know.
Okay.
So Pam, I had a quick question, just because I know you've gone a different path spiritually today. Like, so is there some boundaries you'll set as far as who you choose to work with, musically?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I gotta be completely honest. I'm a prayer. You know, listen, prayer works. And ask God. He'll let you know. You know, sometimes he say yay, sometimes he say no. And then sometimes the nay be you be wanting the yay. You know, you be like dog, like God, like, but he knows everything. You know, so it's just like, yo, look, he done brought me this far. Why tap out now? I'm not trying to tap out. He know better than me. You know everything. Because who's to say I link up with somebody and I can't handle it? And there I go, headlong somewhere else. So he knows everything.
That's right. That's right. See what you guys see.
Yeah, shout out to Pam. Good record. I really like the vibe on it.
Yeah.
And just going over what Raymond's saying, you know, that the energy, you know, that you had today and on that song makes me want to wonder, like, the album, first of all, is it sort of sharing in that energy? And then two, when did it actually come out? Because I wasn't aware of it, but when did the album actually drop?
Well, the album, I dropped the album sometime, was it last year? It might have been last year. I think it was last year, or it might have been, I think it was last year. And so how I look at this, right, it's just like, I can definitely talk about Jason when talk from Jason's standpoint, when he talked about how, you know, when you used to the label pushing you, you used to that whole, you know, just everything just going and you got the push that's there and you're on the wheel, you know, and so it's just like right now growing legs, you know, so you as an independent artist, you gotta push. If you know what you have, and then you gotta push. And then when I dropped this record, actually last year as well too. And it's just like I was listening one day, I was in the house and honestly I'm rehearsing and I'm in the crib and I did an interview a couple of days back and I was just saying how I'm on stage again. Like I'm performing in my crib, I'm rehearsing in the crib, but I'm literally in my mind, I'm on stage, I'm doing what I'm doing. And I definitely can say like the song came up and I'm listening to the record and I'm performing. I was like, I was like, this song not done. I was like, this song is not finished because the world hasn't heard it. It's just like, it reminds me of LMA and it reminds me of Lizzo. It's just like, you know how like when something fire, it just like from out of nowhere, it's just like, so I say all I have to say is that you got to press. You got to press and it's just like, you don't have the machine behind you, but it's just like, okay, but what about those who never had the machine in doing it? You know, so you gotta, I'll never forget one time when somebody had said something to me, very prominent voice, and he said, he made this comment, he was just like, y'all spoiled. He's like, you spoiled. He's like, yeah, he was talking to a couple of us, he was like, y'all spoiled, basically because of the machine being behind you. Like you don't know how to work. And it's just like sometimes as an artist, you don't believe that about yourself because you're like, yeah, well, I don't know how to work. Like, what you mean? Like, but it's true. You know, it's so true because you have something behind you that's pushing you. But what happens when you don't have the push? Do you give up? You know what I mean? Do you give up on yourself? Do you not believe in who you are because it's not coming as fast as you would want things to be? And so it's just like, that's why I really, truly, when I heard it, I was just like, yo, I spoke to my manager. I was like, this record not done. And then I looked at the video. I was like, this is right now. Like, this is a right now situation. So I thank God for one, for being able to see it and to understand it. And it's just like, yo, do it again. To somebody else, they might be like, yo, I heard that, but the world has not heard it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has not heard this record. So why not push it again? Why not push out and go again? So I'm jumping in the water again because I really believe that, like I said, that I have the green light. God has given me the green light. So I'm just like, yo, I'm going to go all the way. If it's just meant for one person, then that one person going to hear it. Somebody else new going to hear it.
Word. All right. Thank you.
Jace, did you want to add anything to that, Jace? I see you over there nodding your head pretty heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was agreeing with that, just saying, find it. Those people, you know, that's what life is. And that's the beauty of the whole thing. It can't be all easy. You get stronger when you go through hardships and shit. Do that thing. We need you.
Come on. Gotta press.
100, 100. Miss Brittany Cherry.
Pam, it's so nice to meet you. And you just have such a great spirit. You radiate, I mean, throughout the call. And I just want to just compliment you on your spirit. And to tell you that Can't You See, when it came out and I had my little crush at 8 years old, you couldn't tell me nothing because I was fly. I had the shades down, I had my like fake leather on, and I had all the little boys going crazy. Anyway, I want to tell you, speaking of how you feel, that song gave me a particular feeling. And I love to see R&B get back to giving people feelings instead of it being about sex, about being about partying. It's about a feeling. And so when I listen to the song, it reminds me, because I read on your Instagram that you had a book, Unmask the Ugly Truth, available on Amazon. And your book and in your music, I feel like you're really pouring your soul out into your projects so that people can relate to them and have an experience. So how do you feel when women listen to the song, who's ever been with a man and it ain't go right, whatever the situation is, and they say, well, thank you for that song? How does that make you feel?
You know what? It means a lot. I can honestly say today, what you just said, what just came to my mind is that I thank God because I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's the assignment. We all have one. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, like, are you doing your assignment? And for that right there alone, I'm telling you, what just popped in my head was just like, yo, the assignment. I did what I was supposed to do. And because of such, I'm grateful. That mean a lot. Dog, man. Oof. Yeah, that's what's up. God is real, man. Come on. He's real. He is
Like
real.
I said, your spirit just radiates and it radiates in your music and the sound. So like we love a 90s voice on something fresh. And it's like that, you know, the Afro beat is something fresh, but that voice is timeless. And so
Wow.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate you telling the story for so many other women who've ever been through something terrible, because I've been through something terrible. So I heard the lyrics, I almost teared up because I was like, oh, finally a song that's relatable, something that I can relate to. So I just want to thank you for that.
To God be all the glory, Brittany. That mean a lot, man. That right there, like it's worth it. You know, that right there is like, all right, God, it's worth it. It's worth it. Praise God, man. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany.
Yeah, true testament. Like you said, whoever needs to hear it is going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And we got a virtual hug for you, Britt. We got a virtual hug for you. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Miss Jeannie Sweetness? How you doing?
I'm with Brittany. I'm like, like, oh man, what's going on here? Meet you, Pamela, Jeannie Sweetness, representing for the Caribbean. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself? How are you?
Good. I'm telling you, just just the vibe and the energy that you put. I was about to switch to my church hat. You over
Come
there
on.
preaching. Hey. So based on all of the new young R&B R&B ladies that are out, who would you
Yeah.
say, you know what? I think I want to do something with her out of all the ones that are here.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know. It's something for me. Like I don't know a whole bunch of. I ain't even gonna front and act like I know a whole bunch because I don't. But one person I can honestly say that I would love to do something with is Fantasia. That one,
I can't tell
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, Fantasia. Her voice, her
When she
just
take
her
the shoes
spirit.
off.
Yo, everything about Fantasia is just dope and just fire. So I would say, I would definitely say Fantasia. I would.
If you and Fantasia oh my
Yeah.
God.
Just put me on
You
the chorus. Let me just give
know,
her all the verses and just put me on the chorus. Just let me just have the chorus.
that would be ultimate. CL. Hey, CL.
Fire.
That would be, because I'm telling you, just speaking with you alone, or even just listening to her music and just getting those goosebumps, because you got us feeling like, you're our best friend. Like, look at my girl, what my best friend doing? But no, the song, because you have so many women who are just like, you know what, I'm about to be single. I'm just done with this, done with that. So then when the song come through and it's just like, yes,
That's like
you just sing it.
that's
So
what's
thank you for being you, and please make sure that you give Digiwaxx credits when you and Fantasia put that song out. So
yes,
we're
indeed.
getting
Come on.
production
Come
credit
on.
on.
Nice.
DJ Big Red checking in from Dallas.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Pamela?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just glad to be on a call and with a legend. Like I said, you one of the ladies that, you know, I admire, because I love the tenacity and I love everything, even reality TV show, just doing all that right there, is just keeping yourself going.
Yes.
I just want to ask the question, what is it that that drives you, that keeps you so persistent and keeps you going, what I'm saying, the drive? Because a lot of people get to the point to where, like, okay, I've done this, I've been down there, this didn't go too well, I'm done with the music industry. But some people say, you know what, I'm gonna keep going. So what
Yes.
keeps driving you in music? And by the way, I love the song we just heard. Thank you.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. You know what keeps me going, honestly, is the Lord. Like, and I can't even front. There's been times that I've laid down. You know what I mean? Like I've laid down and I was like, man, I ain't gonna never be able to get up because of some of the things that have been in social media about myself. And it was only because of me. Ain't nobody put me there. It was me doing that. I did it to myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you fake jacks and you try to put on airs like you something that you're not, God will pull the covers off your whole life,
Right.
And so that's what he did to me. And because of me being so low at one point, I was like, man, I can't do this no more. Even though I still love music, I was like, man, I couldn't even lift my head for me. You know what I mean? Let alone doing some music somewhere. But because of God and because of
Yeah.
who he is, to tell me to get and open your mouth again, I'm going to give you another opportunity to do it right this time. Because he could have took me up out of here. So
Right.
I have to give all glory, all honor to him and thank him for even loving me enough to get up and do it again. Because it's just like, open your mouth, Pamela, because he's put something on the inside of me. And I thank him for that. I thank him for another opportunity to be able to do it right this time. And then also, I can say that when I'm feeling some sort of kind of way and I get a call from my niece or I get a call from this person and say, hey, listen, I love you, or, thank you for this, or thank you for that. Even Brittany today, even Jeannie saying what she's saying and y'all saying what y'all saying to me, it just make me just be like, okay, God, like I gotta stay on the right track. I gotta do this. No matter what. It's just like I have to do this, even though as an artist, I can't even front. You be looking for the reward because you want people to love your music. You want people to play your stuff, and and don't get me wrong, because ever since I've been a little girl, I ain't never want to do nothing else. Music has always just been my thing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, to not be able to do it sometimes, it's just like, dog, man, especially you thinking on a big scale and this, that, and the third. But what is a big scale? It's not one life. You touching one life, a big thing, a great thing. So it's just like I'm learning how to change. Allow God to change my perspective on stuff. And just to say moments like this, it's just like, man, I appreciate it. And I'm learning how to just be like, God, like, thank you, because it keeps me going to know, like, you know what, it's all worth it in the end. Like, it's all worth it. Everything, the tears, everything, the moments that I feel like I don't want to get up and do nothing. It's just like, I thank God. It's just like, he like, yo, Pamela, so you're not gonna say nothing. You're not gonna say nothing. You know the truth. Or I'm going through something and somebody be like, can you pray with me? And I'm just like, dog, if you only knew that I needed prayer right now. But God will pull me up out of the situation that I'm in to say, get your mind off of yourself, because it's not about you.
That's
it's
right.
not about, I have a purpose for you to fulfill. And so it's just like, I thank God for learning how to walk in my purpose and to become a real person, because I was so fake and so made up and so phony. But to be able to be in a place now that I'm learning how to just be a real person, please, you can't buy this. You can't buy it. You can't buy it. And I'm telling you, you can't put a smile. You cannot put a smile that's not from the inside on. You can't put that on for so long. So I wouldn't sell this. I wouldn't try to get this away for nothing. No money, no amount of money or fame is worth what I have right now at all. Yep, free, absolutely free.
And that is awesome right there. Cause and it's crazy that I did my daily bread today, and it talked about Moses and Aaron. So when God uses you, no matter how long he uses you, you know what I mean, he have a purpose for you. So you know what I mean? So you know your purpose, and you just keep using, and you keep going. You keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, you've been so resilient, and with everything you done been through and what you came through. And I've been watching it, and just want to say, keep going, keep pushing, and God is behind you. And then and Digiwaxx too.
Praise God, man. Y'all got me over here tearing up. God is good. Because he good. Sometimes it's just like, you don't never know. You don't never know. You never know how God will use you, and it's just like, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be used, because I could have been out of here and been sitting in somebody's hell for eternity. But because of his and mercy, I'm here.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for taking my questions, and God bless you, Pam. All right. My favorite song is "Kissing You," by the way. Just let you know.
Come on, you gotta do it. Come on. Come on.
All right now.
All right.
All right.
Pam, I just want to tell you, we've been doing this call now for 4 years plus. It'll be 5 years, the top of 25. And this is probably the most spiritual call we've ever had. So just want to give you your props. You taking us all to church, you know what I mean? So I just, only because of what you said right now about being fake and phony, and I know, like, from your book and stuff like that, you talked about your struggles with drugs and alcohol and things like that, and really just want to give you super credit for your courage, because I know you publicly apologized for things that weren't true. You know what I mean? And was that part of the process of just like the healing and all that type of stuff?
Right. Let me when it comes down to it, well, I can honestly say I was drinking was my thing. I wasn't the drugs wasn't really I wasn't drinking is still a drug, alcohol is still a drug. So I ain't even gonna try to do that. But for the most part, when it came down to me coming out and speaking the truth about the lies that I have told, it was only because I truly believed God was giving me an opportunity at that moment to say, okay, I'm gonna give you this moment because you publicly did this. You won't come out publicly and say what it is that you need to say, the truth. And the fear that was all over my life, because I knew that it was about to go down. I knew that it was about to go down. And I truly believe that had I not come out and did it, that I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I believe that that was my moment, that God gave me an opportunity to say, okay, you better do it and you better do it. And I remember calling my brother. I called, y'all call him lyrics. I called my brother and I was like, I'm about to go on social media and I'm about to do this openly. And my brother, because I told my brother that I lied. And I was like, and I'm about to do it openly. He was like, you sure you want to do this? And so what I did was that I did the video. I was in my house. I did the video so many times because I was freaking out, And I did the video. I turned off all my notifications because I knew my phone was going to blow up. Turned off all my notifications and hit send. And I thank God that my life, I'm not gonna front, the end of 2020, going all the way to 2022, I literally almost lost my mind. Literally. God had me in a place where I'll never forget when the woman of God, prophetess of God said to me, she said, God said, where is your love for me at? She said, God said, where is your love for me? She was just like, she said, God said, you more concerned about your reputation than anything. And that's what it was for me. It was an outside, like I gotta put on this whole mask. Like I gotta look some sort of kind of way to people because that's all I ever did in my life. And when I say that, literally, I almost lost my ever loving mind playing with God. And because I was in the church, I was preaching the word. You standing in the pulpit, you standing before God's people, and you want to play. You want to play church. And when I say that I literally almost lost my mind, I mean, was moments away from an institution. I thought I was going to have to be institutionalized, and that was very scary for me. And if not for nothing else, I thank God because He turned the story around for me to tell people what not to do. For me to tell people, hey, hey, no, you don't want to do that. So I thank Him for the opportunity to be able to be one to open my mouth to tell somebody, hey, I can tell you what that will lead you to. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what it can lead to.
Yeah, man. All right. Well,
Yeah.
do you still have some time? Hello.
Huh? Me?
I said, do you still have some time?
Yeah, I still got time.
Okay, word. If you don't mind, I think I want to play another song.
Let's go.
Got this one set in. This one features Breezy. And this one, this one came out a little bit ago, but again, just
Okay.
a little bit more of your journey. So Pamela Long, this one featuring Breezy and the song Why. Check this one out, y'all.
Okay.
All right, the amazing Pamela Long. That is the song Why. Breezy was from the television show, correct?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, she was on Empire. Then she
Empire.
did American. What was that? American something.
All American, I think.
Yeah.
Right on, right on. Well, again, thank you for hanging out, man. Like I said, I guess it's probably been, like I said, the most spiritual call we ever been on. So thank you to you. We still got a few more questions if you have some time. Malik, you there? Malik, you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Pamela. How are you?
I'm well in yourself. How are you?
Okay, so I'm a pastor's kid, and that was a whole sermon you just gave us right then and there. So we had this conversation with somebody that R&B is missing the people who grew up in the church. Like Monica grew up in the church, Coco grew up in the church. Do you agree with that stance that their R&B's missing that anointing? They might not be talking about God in the song, but like you still feel that from growing up in the church.
You know what? I'm not gonna say that R&B is missing the church. I definitely agree with you because there is an anointing. God has anointed so many people. It just all depends on who you use it for. You know what I mean? It's just like our gifts are without repentance. So it's just like God give you something. It's either you're gonna use it for Him or you're gonna use it for the devil. It's one way or another. But what I can say is that, I truly believe that God has a way of putting people everywhere. Like, you know, there's some doctors that are saved. There's some lawyers that are saved. It's just like it's the garbage man that's on the back of the truck that's saved. You know what I mean? It's people everywhere, throughout, you know, even in politics, everywhere that God has somebody. So there's an assignment for us all as the people of God. And I pray that it will be more that will stand up and be like, yo, I'm gonna take my stance for Christ, and I'm gonna go hard for the kingdom. And yeah, I'm doing R&B music. And like it was said on here today, like you ain't gotta be like over sexual. Like I'm not throwing stones at nobody, because there was things that I had to come, that God had to bring me out of and deliver me from. So I'm not throwing stones, but how be it so beautiful if God's people stand up and you set that, you know, that standard to be like, yo, look, I'm here and I'm doing music and I'm hot and I'm doing it, and I'm confident in what it is that God has given to me, and I don't have to do that. And it can make somebody else be like, dog, man. And like you said, the anointing draws. So it's gonna draw people to be like, dog, man, like I want some of that. Like, yo, can you tell me what
Right.
you doing? You know what I mean? So it's just
Right.
like, I hope that we would just stand up and just take our rightful place, because
Right.
there is a place for us everywhere. I would just answer it like that, you know?
So do I hear a gospel album on the way? A gospel something like that?
You know what? I could definitely say whatever it is that the Lord allowed. I could say whatever He allowed me to do, but I definitely believe that there's going to be, it's all different types of music that's coming out of me. I got some records that's straight rock. You know, it's
Right.
just like, yo, like, listen, we did on the total album, the second one with Missy, we did that rock joint. It was, I can't even remember the name of the joint, but it's definitely a lot of different uh elements and flavor of just music that's just on the inside of me. I just love music.
Right.
But I can honestly say that it's a thin line. You got to be careful. I got to be careful though. I can't cross the line, because I can't preach two things. You know, I can't be like, oh,
Right.
okay, oh, I can do this because this is just entertainment. No, it's not, because God like entertainment to who? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to be ever so careful, because you don't want to confuse people. You know, you don't want to confuse people. So it's just like, I know that I have to be very careful with what it is that I write, what it is that come out of my mouth, and what I do. You know, even down to how I dance. I got to be very careful. Like, it's just like, yo, look, ma'am, you have a responsibility. And it's just like, I'm learning how to take it more serious now than ever. Because it is serious. Because one day I'm going to stand before God, like we all are, and I'm going to give an account. He's going to be like, ma'am, so you ain't know no better? Yes, you did. You absolutely did know better. So it's
Right.
just like, it's just all in how you do it. You can set the standard and be like so dope. I'm learning like, yo, you could be so fire. Like, yo, you don't have to sell out to what everybody else is doing. Make people look at and be like, yo, like, dog, like, what is it about you?
Right.
Like, dang, like it's, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's something about you. But when you open your mouth, you can tell them, oh, that's the Lord. Like, I'll tell somebody real quick, Jesus looked good on me, because I know it's
I
me.
know that's right.
He looks real good on me, you know,
Right.
so because it's not me. Like, because if it was up to me, like, yo, I'll be shambled out. I'll be looking some sort of kind of way. Because
Right.
me doing my own thing is not pretty at all.
Most
At all.
definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
K Max, you still there? I know you've had your hand up for a bit. K Max, did you want to chime in? Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
Hey, Pam, how's it going?
I'm well, and yourself, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. And I just gotta say, I haven't been to church in years, but man, I mean, I could tell that you're a woman of conviction and you're really happy. You sound free. You say what you want. You don't have to feel like, oh man, if I say this, then I have to regret this later. And I applaud you for that. It's awesome. I also wanted to say two things. One, when I got my first turntable, I didn't have money to buy both. When I got my first Technics 1200 in 1995, Can't You See was the first 12-inch. And I remember I had a belt drive for another turntable, and I used my father's James Brown Payback. He was pissed. I called myself, yeah, I got the original. Yeah, but no, that's just an anecdote. But also, I wanted to say that Afrobeat joint, another song which I haven't heard before, it really highlights your voice. And then like, it's interesting how the stripped down instrumentation makes your voice more a part of the song than before. Like, you know, a lot of times it was like the total album, so it was the samples, it was, you know, the hot production, but yeah, it's a lot cleaner, you know, the way. Yeah.
Nice.
I appreciate you know, everything that you said. I've just been sitting back listening.
That's what's up. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Miss Tammy Marie. Miss Tammy Marie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, Pam, how are you doing?
I'm well, and
You're
yourself, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just enjoying what I'm hearing from you. I just want to give you your big bouquet of flowers that you deserve because your growth is everything. I love to see artists evolve from what they used to be to what they are now. And you are the epitome of change and growth. And I love that. You keep on doing your thing. I love your new songs. Those are good. But yeah, I'm just simply saying, you know, thank you for being you because, you know, without God, we're nothing. And you're showing that and you're telling that. And I appreciate that. Also just wanted to, you know, give a little throwback on the album that you guys did with Missy, that Truth or Dare skit that you guys had. How come y'all didn't make that a whole song? Do you know what song?
Yes,
That
I know what you're talking about. I don't even know. What's something is that I remember when we was laughing on the Truth or Dare, but I don't even remember, like, I promise you, like, I haven't heard that album in I don't know how long. So it's just like, yo.
I used to keep that little track on repeat just because it ended so fast. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, why did they end that one so fast? That was one of those tracks that should have been longer. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, anyway.
That one?
Yes,
that
was
one,
my
yeah, okay, because I love
jam.
music.
That's
All right,
that
so
thing.
okay. All right, so yes, yeah, you know what? I don't know why we didn't do a song to that one. I don't even know.
That song. Yeah, that was my jam. And hey, man, your idea with working with Fantasia, that's like bread and butter right there. I can see that. I can see you and Fantasia doing something.
Come on, Tammy.
So yeah, hey, thank you for being on the call and yeah, keep doing your thing, Pam. We love you.
Yeah, thank you. Love you too, sis. I appreciate you. To God be the glory, man. God is good. This right here, I'm telling you, it make you want to fight on. It's just like this is what it's about, pressing on right here. All day.
Yeah. DJ Headrush, you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Pam? This Headrush. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, bro? How are you?
Hey, look, I can't complain at all. I'm at work, but I had to jump on and say hello, thank you for getting on the call and chopping it up with us. And I actually have a question I didn't get to ask you.
Okay.
Back in the day, En Vogue was one of your idols, somebody you looked up to, you know, the group En Vogue, right? And since you brought up doing something with Fantasia, do you see yourself doing maybe an a cappella song with maybe yourself or with Fantasia or another artist?
You said, you said what, Headrush? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it all.
I was saying, do you see yourself doing like an a cappella version of any of your songs? You remember how En Vogue did the Hold On? And I remember hearing you say that was one of your favorite songs, hearing it back in the day. And I was wondering when, you know, working with other artists, do you see yourself doing a song like that in the future?
You know what? I never even thought about nothing like that. That was dope because the joint that they did. You remember the However Do You Want Me? That joint.
Yeah.
That joint was fire. Like, yo, every time when I was a kid, we was in the project, we was living in projects, right? And they used to come out. You remember how they used to put the
hatchbacks?
With the hatch. Come on, listen. Every time dude would come through the projects playing that joint, and that you running like you trying to be right there when the beat drops. So it was just like, yo, you can hear it through the project. So yo, I definitely think that would be something dope. Like, yo, look, I think that would be fire, but I don't know with who. I think listen, Fantasia all day. all day. Let's rock out.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, y'all definitely got to rock out. And that song, that rock song, I think it was called Triumphal Entry. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I want to see you perform that live with the band.
Yo, so much
Like,
energy. Listen, I'm telling you, Head Rush, that one, and then too, Goonie, the dude who did the Afrobeat joint, he remixed the album. He remixed all the songs I did for the album. And when I say that he remixed that Triumphal Entry joint, oh my goodness, it's a whole
oh
nother.
yeah,
It's straight fire, straight energy. I look forward to
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it too, because you know, as a musician first, then a DJ, I love live instrumentation. So, you
Nice.
know, when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, I got to check this one out.
All right, come on, let's go. Let's rock.
So,
Let's rock.
salute. Good to talk
All
to
right,
you again, sir.
good to see you, Head Rush.
Good to see you too.
All right,
Well,
brother.
listen, Pamela, we want to thank you so much for spending some time with us today, taking us to church, sharing this music with us. You said Gone was actually a part of an album that's already out now?
Yeah, Gone is. I put the album out. It's called Pamela Long. This is actually the T-shirt right here, Pamela Long.
Okay,
That's
word.
the face of it, and it's on iTunes. So it's just like that joint is out, and Gone actually is a single. The Gone Goonie remix is a single, and then the album Pamela Long has the original Gone record on there, and that joint is the joint was actually a slow record. It's a slower record, and it got a lot of heartfelt to that one. Yeah. So the remix is just make you dance a little bit, but still you can get the concept of it. But that other one, yeah, got a pop record on there as well too. So it's an EP on there. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your stories with us, the music,
Thank you.
the gift, the whole nine. You know what I mean? Truly appreciate it. And like you said, as his timing will work, you know, pray that you and the Sisters of Total can all get back together and do your thing again. So,
Listen, soon to be on the stage.
soon to
so,
be.
Yeah.
All right.
soon to be. Yes.
All right. Love it. Love it.